College was actually a time of rediscovery and renewal for me. But as time went on, I started to drift. Over the course of a few years, I made a career change, got married, had 2 kids. It was often hard to stay motivated in prayer and keep the faith at the center of my life. I was looking for something. I was looking for a change.
As a kid, my mom has instilled that faith in me. She preferred that we go to church every day. You know, at that time, I felt like my faith was fairly strong. You know, so as we immigrated over here when I was 12 years old, my parents still, you know, basically want to make sure that we still go to church. After I got out of college and I met my wife and we had a kid, you know, my faith kind of weaned a little bit, you know, and I become to kind of just going to church out of obligation. I just don't feel like a home for me, you know. It's just a place that I go on Sunday and I go home, you know, and that's it. You know, I start to hear about church, which is now is called Welcome.
Guys get up in front of everyone before Mass, they play a video, they try and sign you up after Mass. I ignored it for a long time.
I always come up with the excuse that I can't take off the whole weekend. You know, I got a soccer game to coach.
I didn't think it was going to be worth the whole weekend of my time.
And all of a sudden, you know, my wife, immediately after her retreat, she went and signed me up.
I think God put a friend in my life, and that's the person who asked me to go on the retreat, and it was just the right person at the right time.
On the day of the retreat, you know, I'm walking in still very skeptical and not knowing what to expect. But as the day went on, you know, as the weekend went on, I quickly realized that, you know what, we have a lot in common, even though, despite the differences in culture and ethnicity.
The weekend gave me the time that I needed with God, free from all distractions. I had been on several retreats, but the Welcome Retreat was different. It was really about having an experience with God, something that you can't get anywhere else, basically.
We all have our struggle, our difficulties, you know, and I think that's the other part that makes church real, you know, and meaningful.
It really gave me a renewed sense of purpose at work, at home.
You know, you have this close connection with them, as if they're best friend. They're more than just a casual acquaintances, you know. They are my brothers.
I started to recognize so many more people. I knew their names. I started to meet their families.
It really made this church feel more like home. You know, I always thought it was maybe, you know, if I can do better at my job, you know, excel in other things, you know, in other hobbies and this and that maybe that's what I'm craving. You know, none of that matters. I finally felt this inner peace that I have never felt before.
If I hadn't gone on the retreat, I know that I would have just continued to drift. I know that the retreat really was a game changer, a life changer.
You know, it might sound cliche, but I'm here to say, you know, it made me a better person, a better husband, a better father.
I'd encourage you to pray about it. I'd encourage you to think about it. I'm glad that I finally did.
2 days out of your life, you know, for a weekend without distraction, you know, and for you to come out on the other side a better version of yourself. You know, why wouldn't you do it?
It was exactly what I needed at that time.
Take a chance. Go to the retreat for the weekend. You know, you'll be glad you did.